Hello, everybody.
Hello.
This is the Hawco and Carnell Show, in case people didn't know. But, you see this handsome gentleman right here?
This handsome gentleman,
Look
his
at him.
name is
Duncan.
Duncan.
Duncan is killing these treats right now.
Yes, he is.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
So, in case you guys can't notice, I do not have Carnell with me this evening. He's off becoming an old man somewhere. But I do have these lovely ladies with this lovely gentleman, Duncan. This is Maura. I said that right?
You did.
Maura. And this is, as you know from her last visit, Karen. And
Hello.
they brought with them Mr. Duncan here. Duncan has quite a little story. Does anybody want to go ahead and give us that story?
Duncan does have quite the story. He is from Puerto Rico.
Duncan?
He came up at 4 months. A family had adopted him. And then I think they decided that he was too much for them.
Yeah.
So they sent him to the shelter. And he's been there ever since. So he's about 2. He's about 2 years old. He's about 2 years old now. So he's been living in the shelter since he was 4 months old.
Look at.
He's perfect. He's a good boy.
Is it lovely
He's a
dog?
bit, he is shy at first.
He is shy at first.
But once, he was shy for the first 2 minutes, and then he was licking my face.
Yeah.
So
And he's up to date on shots. He's neutered.
He gets along fantastic with other dogs, which is always a big plus.
that is a huge
And you don't
plus.
always
Big
know
plus.
that with a lot of dogs and shelters, but this particular shelter, Ocean View Kennel in Revere, does a great job of getting their dogs with other dogs.
Right on.
And Duncan does super with other dogs. He was, when they first brought him in at 4 months old, I actually eval'd him.
So I first
did
met
a
him.
little bit of an evaluation, and he was a little food aggressive. But when you are a street dog,
That's
it's not uncommon for that to be food issues.
Because if he wasn't food
That's right.
aggressive as a street dog, he wouldn't
have
be where
survived.
we are
exactly,
right now.
Exactly. So the people that adopted him were scared of the food aggression, and they were going to put him to sleep at 4 months old. I mean, he was a baby.
At
He was
4
a
months
baby.
old, that's there's so much time still left
Get up here, bud.
to teach.
Absolutely. Dunk. Come up here, buddy.
He may be
Come up
treated
here.
out.
There you go. Look at
He's getting there.
You can get them.
He's feeling fat and happy, I'm thinking.
You fat and happy.
But look at him though, he's so awesome.
Yeah,
Look at those eyes, look at that smile. He knows he's on camera. He knows he's
I
on
think he
camera.
does know.
There you
I think
go.
he does know he's on camera.
So
Talking about those treats.
there they are.
Good boy.
We're gonna be putting the info here. We'll post the info when we have a moment here. So you guys, if anybody's interested, please let's. He was in there at 4 months old,
4
and what
months
did the
and-
post say earlier? 730 days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that's 730 days incarcerated.
It's true.
Is you might as
pretty
well.
much.
I don't know if anybody has ever been stuck in one of those little rooms. That's not fun. That's
Right.
certainly not fun for 730 days, even if you get out to pee in the yard for an hour.
It's
It's
true,
not
and
fun.
even though they get a lot of outside time at Ocean View, and the people there care about the dogs so much, it's not normal. It's not
Right.
a home.
That's
it's not
not-
normal, and he has
That-
never had
he
that
shouldn't-
normal environment.
He is probably, unfortunately, comfortable with it now, and he shouldn't be.
He shouldn't be.
That
Right,
shouldn't
exactly.
be his
Yep.
comfort spot. His comfort spot should be in a nice, comfy little bed at the foot of your bed,
Yes.
waiting for you to get home with your slippers in his mouth. I'm just kidding. He probably won't do
Absolutely. I mean, for some
He
dogs,
deserves it though.
that. But that's what I'm saying.
He
you know?
deserves it. He's a good boy. He needs to. He'll make somebody, have a very happy family dog, and you just have to take a chance and just
It's true.
adopt him.
I mean, the
He's
thing
a good
is
boy.
that for a lot of dogs that have spent a lot of time in the shelter environment, they have issues. Duncan really doesn't.
He
really doesn't
He
have
doesn't
issues. He's a
seem it at
little
all.
shy in meeting new people, especially men. But as you said, that gets over very,
2
very
minutes,
fast.
and
Exactly.
then he was like,
This isn't
face,
this
blah,
isn't
blah."
like this isn't going to be a long-term problem with him. A couple of treats and he's
I
your
think
buddy.
I
So-
think once he gets into a home and
Yes.
is there long enough that it becomes his comfort, his norm, I think that shyness will also fade though.
And I mean, and in here it's like this is a different area for them, so that all
Right.
the dogs get a little, They get a little like,
Oh yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
They're up on stage, you know. There's wires everywhere, big lights on him. You guys seen him when he was up on the table here.
Yeah.
His eyes were like wide open, like
Right there. There you go. Wanna go
look
here?
at that light.
He's
Come here.
such a good boy.
You
Dunk,
know,
dunk.
but look at him.
Dunk.
Oh, you guys can't see him,
He's
but
like, you
he's
can't see
awesome.
him. He sees Lisette.
He is awesome.
He sees her.
And
Come on.
he
Duncan.
made the trip here from Puerto Rico. Like
I know.
Duncan. Dunk.
that is crazy.
And that's what it's like. How do you adopt a dog from Puerto Rico and then just dump him?
And then you're like, oh, yeah.
They didn't even they
forget
didn't
it.
even work with him.
Oh, there you go.
I
Look
mean,
at him.
all
Hi,
dogs
Duncan.
need work with, you know.
It's okay. Look at.
But that's what we're trying to do tonight, people. We're trying to find Duncan a forever home. So,
And
you
like
know,
we said, as much as they love
we've
him,
just
Yeah.
posted the info. You know, just call, get him to your home, get him home.
It's true. Okay, boo boo.
He's supposed to be home with you right now.
It's true.
Right now, he
Where's
shouldn't
Lisette?
even be on stage with us.
no, he shouldn't.
There should be a completely different dog that's only been into a shelter for a month.
Oh my God.
Not this poor guy. This poor guy should have been home
Lisette, we need you.
He's getting
over a year ago.
It's okay, buddy.
So Lisette is probably one of his number one caretakers at the shelter.
You can see the love he has.
And he
for
adores her.
Oh God.
And he
Yeah.
hasn't seen her in a few days, and now he's just latched on again.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you guys can't see the hugs
They
and
can't.
kisses he's given right now.
He's such a good boy.
It's right off of Karen's left, but yeah, there's some lovin's
So
going
why
on
don't
over
you,
there.
why don't you come here so that he can see you?
boy.
Yeah.
Can you see him? Can you see him?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Little bit.
Give you this.
Little bit.
Just
Good
because
boy.
he'll act
You-
better for her.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's okay.
I'll come back up.
We have a
Hi,
new player.
puppy.
Come here, Duncan. Come here. Come here.
Duncan needs a home, people.
Yeah. I mean, he feels very comfortable with her, so it's.
And yeah, and of course he's looking for more
She's been taking care
now.
of him. So like she's been one of his main his primary caretakers since he's been in the shelter.
Look at him. Look at that face.
You even stand how cute he is. Are you kidding me?
Come on, take a fellow mammal home.
Yeah, come on. Oh my, his fur is so soft. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you how soft this dog's fur is.
And he's just under 2 or he's just over 2?
He's over 2.
He's just
just
over
over
2,
2.
right? Okay.
Like 2 and maybe 2 months.
Look at him.
Did he have dinner? Did he have dinner?
If he didn't, he's not gonna now.
Yeah, no, he loves.
There is no dinner in his future
Yeah.
with the amount of treats he's consumed.
He
Yeah, you
loves
puppy.
food. He loves his food.
Oh,
Huh.
we all do. Don't we all love our food?
Look at this face.
You good
Look at
boy.
him. Yeah.
He's a good
I
boy.
know. All kisses. See?
Does he like the water?
He's got that wide eye stare like
Yes, he
lights.
does. We do give him a little
Oh, so he's a
bowl
what?
and
Like, you know, some dogs don't.
He'll go in the little
Dog
kid's
that-
bowl.
A little scared.
He'll go into the pool.
He'll go into the.
He'll take a little heat off
He'll
in
take-
the
okay.
little pool. He's kissing me.
Oh,
Is he
He's
licking you?
kissing-
Yeah.
He's kissing me. He's awesome. I can't even.
I know it's.
So yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to call in, if you have any questions, feel free to call in 502-501-3477 if you want to talk to some people right now about coming to pick your dog up.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, we are here and
Or
we
even
are ready.
We're considering even like fostering him if somebody's interested in fostering
Oh,
him. You know,
just to
that's-
get him
foster
out
to
of.
get him
to
out
get
of the
him
shelter.
That's
You're
an
hearing
option.
this. That is an option, people.
Yeah.
Let's make this happen. This poor guy. Like,
He's-
I don't like that. That
yeah, I don't.
I don't care how you word that, whether you break it down to years or keep it at 730 days. That is
It's
a
a lot of-
horror show.
Yeah, it's
What
a
did he
lot of
do to
time.
be imprisoned?
Just be
Besides be adorable.
just a black dog,
Oh.
little black dog. Black
You kn-
dogs always get overlooked. too.
Yeah,
that's,
it's
that's
always-
the stigma.
yeah.
That's the stigma. They get overlooked. So.
He is adorable, Laura Benson. Why don't you
Want to foster, adopt?
you want to foster or adopt him?
Give us
he's-
a call.
You're more than welcome.
He loves women. He will kiss you.
He is kissing.
He's a good boy.
Oh,
I
he's
think
sitting.
He's sitting pretty.
He's sitting pretty.
He's
well.
off to the side now.
Yeah. He's getting. I
think
think he's getting a little done.
He's all. Is he done?
What
yeah.
do you think? Do you think he's getting a little
think
done?
so.
Couple more minutes.
Couple more minutes and see.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Anything else you want to
Yeah.
say? Because you
anything
know
else you
him
want
the
to
best.
include?
Yeah, so he's pretty much, he's very friendly. He loves other dogs. Gets along
does.
really well with other dogs.
What about
Has-
cats?
Okay. Yeah. How is he with
has-
cats?
Hasn't been tested with cats.
Hasn't been tested.
So
with cats.
that's-
Hasn't been tested with cats.
That is.
You know,
So-
we've done training with him where we've been on the train downtown
Right.
crossing, and he does just.
So
amazing.
if somebody had a cat and they wanted to foster or adopt, you guys could just do a cat test.
we could
You could
test
check.
them. Yeah, we
Yeah.
could do
Yeah.
a cat. We
Right
could
on.
test them. Yes.
You want roast beef?
Awesome.
You have to come on the cameras. You have to see the camera has to see you for roast beef. Come here.
Oh boy.
Look at him. He is trying to work
yeah.
for his roast beef.
You can do it, buddy.
He's
You
gonna
can
do
do
it.
it. Come on, you can.
on,
Karen, you
Duncan.
made it easier.
Dude,
He's
gonna
slipping.
fall.
He's
Yeah,
slipping.
he's like,
It's good boy. He is.
I don't want
He
him
is
to fall.
awesome.
I know. He's like, I want some more of that. Look at, he's looking for her.
He is awesome.
He is. He's a good dog. He's
So-
a good boy. He deserves
So
a
we
home.
can check cat check.
Yeah, cat test.
If
We can do a
needed.
cat test if needed.
What do you just bring him around a cat and see how he does?
We can always bring him by tuna.
Yeah, that'd be a
See
test.
how
That's
that
a,
goes.
That's a test. I'll tell you.
She's the worst cat ever.
Tuna's awesome.
Is that your
Just
cat?
But she'll tell you quick.
yeah, you'll know. You'll know.
Good boy.
Yeah, so I mean, like Lisa said, even Foster's awesome just to get him out of the
Just to
shelter.
get him out of that shelter, people.
And to know what
then-
it's like to have a home. You
Yeah, he
know?
doesn't know. He probably he left the calles of Puerto Rico.
He left the
and,
beaches.
Yeah.
You know, probably flew up here on someone's lap in a box or something.
Yep, because he was tiny.
Because he was tiny, as she was saying. Because
Yeah.
at first we thought cargo, and they were like, wait, no, he was tiny when
He
that
was
happened.
tiny.
So he was probably in a carry-on.
Yeah.
And since then, he's pretty well been.
He's lived on Kennel
Caged
3.
up.
Kennel 3.
And like-
That's been his home for 3
He's in
years.
K3.
Kennel
Well, and
3.
like she was saying, like a lot of black dogs get overlooked.
That is true.
We don't know why, but they just do, and it doesn't matter what breed. They just
crazy.
walk right by him
Yeah.
I wouldn't walk by you,
because
puppies.
he's perfect. That's why.
He's Duncan. Look at
This
him.
is Duncan. Duncan
He's
is
waiting for more
perfect.
roast beef on
Yeah,
the table.
He's not getting any more roast
So-
beef.
No.
He's had enough dinner.
Well,
Dinner treats.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you ladies take Duncan away.
Thank you so much
All
for
right.
having us.
No, thank you for coming. And
Yeah.
like I said, I'd like to have a dog on each month.
Yeah.
Pick. We don't want to have any to pick from.
Right.
They should all be in homes.
When I was like, when I thought of Duncan, and I'm like, oh my god, we gotta get him on there.
Yeah.
We got. I mean, every little bit of publicity, networking helps.
Yep.
So if anybody
Absolutely.
doesn't want to adopt or foster him, just share.
Share. And if you know somebody, let them know. If they, sometimes random people don't have Facebook. So copy down the number that's here in the comments and make that call. Get Duncan a home, foster him, get him out of that cage. I know he does get out, but
Yeah, they're very good.
he
They're
still
very
has to
good.
go back in.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
The other thing
Poor
I
baby.
would say with him, it would probably be best with older kids, not like little kids, just
So,
because of the history
like
from
10 and up?
before. I would say 10 and up.
Preferably.
Would be fine.
Probably because he's never really been around kids
Right.
either.
Right. And he'll probably consider them equal of size.
Well, like even like Capone, like we couldn't
Well,
bring
kids
him
are
in.
a little bit
Kids.
more like, whoa, animal, bye.
Yeah, not- right.
Knock them
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
Right, so that's good. So, like you said, if anybody wants to foster or adopt who has a cat, we can do cat testing.
Absolutely.
And we're thinking 10 and up for
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds reasonable.
Sounds
I'd like to think 10-year-old kids listen
Yeah. Sometimes
when they're supposed to,
when
I
their
guess.
names aren't Robert Hawco.
Yeah.
I don't
She
know.
doesn't
That's
have
what
any,
I heard.
uh,
That's what I heard. I don't know.
She may or may not have been there
Yeah.
during those years.
Awesome.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
All right. Well, thanks for having us.
Thank you
again.
for coming,
Thank you.
ladies.
And
Thank
we'll
you,
see you
Ozzy.
again. Maybe we'll see you next month.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
maybe we'll have good news.
I
And-
hope that there's. And feel
Yes.
free if he finds a home before the next time I see you. Feel free to post it right on the Hawco
Oh, we sure will.
Carnell page. Put it on Disrupt Boston page. Let us know that he's been situated and is at least fostered.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know if it had anything to do with it, but Capone was adopted.
Capone
He
was
had
adopted.
his forever
people.
home. It
Did
was
you
like
hear that?
a week after or 2 weeks after
That
we were
is
on
awesome. That is
here.
awesome.
So let's pray for Duncan.
even if it wasn't somebody that watched the show, but they were like, "Hey, did you guys see this? Check this dog out." That's what I want. I mean, I want you to watch the show as well, but you know, if
Yeah,
we're
then-
finding a dog a home, then I'm all right with that too. So much
He's
love,
liking-
people.
he's
Let's
liking him over there.
let's
He's liking the
let's find
producer.
Duncan. Let's find Duncan a place to sleep that isn't inside a crate or a kennel. All right.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Bobby.
Thank you,
Thank you
girls.
so much.
My next guest is on his way. He's standing off to the side here. You ready, sunshine? Come on up, Buck Meow.
I don't even know if I would dare try to follow Duncan. I mean,
I know.
he just
Those are some boots.
Hendrixed at Monterey to that stage.
He totally did. Oh, Duncan, I hope we get you a home. All right. You can't.
I'm definitely not as cute as Duncan, that's for sure.
You are not. Will you eat treats the way he did off the table?
Probably, yeah, probably.
Can we get some more roast beef on the table for him? So, here, let's get you some headphones.
Let's do it.
Josh, you're rolling one up. Have at it, brother. I am unfortunately not rolling one up because I am in an establishment where I cannot burn it. I could probably roll it up. They probably wouldn't be mad at that, but I can't light it, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste my time.
Frowned upon still.
So I've got Mr. Preziosi here with me this evening
What's up, y'all?
due to Captain Carnell becoming an old man.
Duncan.
Yeah. Old man status. Oh, did you wave at the light?
I did, yeah.
So,
It's just
Mr.
Red Bull, too.
It's
It's
Mr. Prez. What do you got going on? Coughing.
fighting this cold. Clearly.
So,
Yeah, I'm going to take a sip of that, too.
go for it.
Thank you.
What's the topics right now? We don't even have one, brother. This was a kind of
Impromptu.
impromptu, just because. What was it? Last minute Tuesday.
Yeah. Sean
Last
said.
minute Monday or Tuesday, that I found out we were going to have a special guest.
The dog or
host.
me?
Both. No. I actually knew about the dog a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah, Sean forgot that he had
Yeah,
prior
he-
engagements and was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm free Wednesdays." And was like, "Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
I host a podcast, YouTube
hold
channel
on, I
show."
can't come. So we have my beloved friend Buck Meow.
I'd like to clarify something real quick.
What?
For years, it was back and forth, but as of late, I'm just a single Buck Meow now. But for years, it was
It was
back
a
and forth
mutual
thing.
name.
Yes,
It
but
has
now it's
since
just become me.
I think have other people started to call you it?
If they have, I don't answer. Sorry, that is just
You can't
me
be
and Hawco.
acknowledged if you call him Buck Meow, for you were not there.
Yes,
You
that's,
weren't there that night or that
Clearly.
day. It was
Yes.
definitely day.
I mean, considering the story, it's kind of hard to remember. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Regardless,
So you got anything big going on?
well, I will be filling in my application soon for Boston Comic Con, which is in August. Yeah, so. And
I'll be going.
I know.
Hawco Carnell Show will be there.
You have shown up almost every year
So far.
I appreciate the support. I wanted to be there at NECAN this year, but I was under the weather and I could not make it.
I'm just so happy you called it NECAN. I call it NECAN.
What, is it
I
like
giggle when
NECON?
no. Well, a lot of people refer to it as NECAN.
So word from the president of the organization himself, he's okay with both.
Yeah.
So It is an either or thing.
He himself calls it Nikan, but
It just feels right.
It's like
Right,
GIF and
right.
GIF kind of a thing. Like you're either a
Yep.
GIF person or a GIF person. I get it.
Yep.
Okay.
yeah.
I've had this talk with
All
Jimbo
right.
before.
That's
He's adamant about it. GIF.
Jimbo's mom.
I know. I met her. I talked
oh.
about my Ralphie, and she was like, "Oh,
Oh, okay. Right
So,
on.
Karen, right?
Karen, yes.
Very
Yes.
lovely woman. Great dog too. I hope somebody adopts that
I
dog. 'cause
really
he was-
hope so.
He was awesome.
He was completely awesome. Like I said, he was shy out front for a minute,
Yeah.
and then he was like,
Oh, there's treats.
I'm going to lick your face. Which is it always happens. Little dogs, so big dogs always lick my face. Little dogs like to nibble the beard.
Yeah. I got a dog that does 2 dogs that do both. So
Do they? Do they
Yeah.
nibble on the beard?
yeah, Zoe goes crazy. She takes it, and it's a little weird at first,
It's-
but I love it to death. So I just
Yeah,
let her do
it's your
whatever.
dog. You just
yeah.
you let it happen.
Yeah, and Ralphie he's as long as he finds something.
I love Ralphie. Ralphie is awesome.
He's the shit. I can't talk enough. Every time I come home from work, Brett's like, Zoe's upstairs. I'm like, yeah, I'll go say hi in a second. Ralphie.
She's not going anywhere.
She was telling me when I came home, she came home the other day, he heard the door open, and she went to let him out, and he was just like he's blind, but he's trying to look around her to like
See if you're
see
coming.
if I'm coming home. And she's like, oh, great. I see what's going on here.
He's got like opaque vision, and he's still looking for you. Oh, that is awesome.
I'll take it. Zoe's been hers for years, so I'm looking for a little buddy. He's my buddy.
And Ralphie's old though, right?
Yeah, he actually just had a birthday. We got him a nice little birthday cookie. He just turned 12 on March 28th.
So 12.
12
12
yeah.
in dog years.
In dog years,
How
yeah.
did we figure out the whole 7.7 years per
no.
one human? Like,
Because
who
of an
did
average
that math?
lifespan of how long they last, apparently.
Yeah, but
According
so
to the
is that
average
a
lifespan of a
comparison
human?
to a human? Is
I
that
would
what
think
that?
so, yeah.
I mean, like, who sat there and was like,
Some nerd.
I'm 27
Sorry.
and, I've now had 2 dogs. So they must, like, who?
Yeah,
Where do
yeah.
you get the equation to come up with that?
Well, I would assume, I mean, I've never done the research, but I would assume that someone was saying the average lifespan of a person is X years. The dog, depending on the size and breed or whatever, yada, yada, yada. Let's factor this. Bing, bang, boom. Pi r squared E equals MC.
Ipso facto.
And then they got that.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Oh, my back hurts.
So does it?
Not just like from the past injury. My wife says I'm milking it, but it's still like sometimes I tweak it a little bit.
Anthony Preziosi, dairy farmer.
If I laugh too hard, I'm gonna start coughing again.
No coughing.
I can't help it. I'm
No
probably
coughing.
gonna do it though.
We're not even smoking.
No,
So, you just filled out the application for it?
It's filled out.
How's that work? Do you have to fill out, pay up, and then
You-
wait for them to say yes?
Essentially,
Because you
yeah.
say application.
You gotta send in the application with the money all at once.
Okay.
6-foot table is $410, which is a gouge kind of. It used to be $375, and they've been going higher and higher every year. Whether it's this year or next year, I'll be moving forward with an even bigger project outside of just Lunchtime Designs artwork by Anthony Preziosi, which is my baby. And I will be also doing In Beyond Boston, which is a branch off of In Beyond Studios in New York, run by Eric Hutchison. And I will be the lead person to go to for In Beyond Boston. I'll be recruiting artists to go to do freelance stuff like make their own comics.
Right on.
Do stuff in-house, and we do animation. We have a magazine. We do video game reviews, all kinds of things. So
But you say recruiting, so there's going to be a process. You're not just going to show up with stick figures and be like, I can draw.
I mean, I'm not a strict a-hole, but,
No, but
I want to
you're
see
not-
some talent.
yeah,
If
like-
someone comes in and I've seen people regurgitate other people's artwork, and I'm guilty of that too. I've clipped art people's stuff. You got to
Which
do it.
It helps you.
You pay respect to the people. You don't say, "Hey, look what I drew."
Hey,
It's
look
like,
what I drew. No,
Yeah.
hey, look at
Look
at
who
my
I
rendition
envied.
of this
Yeah.
person's bam.
Exactly. But when you're an artist and you're looking at other artists' stuff, you always have to look at it subjectively. You have to have an open mind because everybody has different style, everybody has different tastes, and art's subjective. Everybody's got their own take.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So as to be a recruit for In Beyond Boston, I would want to be just looking for some style and some class, and take it from there and see their work ethics.
Right on. I look forward to In Beyond Boston.
I look forward to having you there.
I really do. And you know what? Someone just said, have you ever thought about like a CBD lotion or salve or anything for back pain?
My lovely wife has the CBD oils, which she uses for her headaches, and she puts some on my back.
And it works?
It is phenomenal. But it's
Excellent.
this little jar tin, so like...
Yeah, it goes quick.
I'm not a small guy, but I got a big back, so, you know.
So you guys have probably noticed, those of you that follow me on Bookface and that have a common like for the Hawco and Carnell Show page, that we have changed our
Logo?
cover photo, and I have changed my photo of my profile.
Duncan likes it, clearly.
So we have some beautiful artwork now
Oh, there's
done
lots
by
more dogs now.
this gentleman right here. So this guy, what are you guys talking? Hey guys, Mr.
that
Gamoa.
What's up, Chode?
Yeah, that is
I'm
Chode.
still calling him that. I don't care.
It's all right. That's his nickname for you. That's how it's. And if I'm talking to him and I'm talking about you, I will say Chode. So like, if I'm referring to you guys about each other, I refer to you as Chode.
Okay, that works. I like that.
But yeah, he's the one who threw that together, and
Thank you.
I just wanted to give him a big thanks for that because it's incredible, and I
you,
look
sir.
forward to more love.
Always.
Because that's all he is capable of, is incredible artwork filled with love.
Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I
I love creating artwork for people who appreciate it.
I love it. I've got so many of his little
You
pieces
really
and
do.
prints, and
You do.
I really
you don't
do.
just have original artwork. You've bought prints. I've given you prints for Ryan.
I've forcibly paid.
Yep. I've one of the biggest next to Sean's, the bigger pieces that I did a collection of what we call them, like Saturday morning
Kids.
children's cartoons. Yeah, racing
It was
each
like-
other, which was tons of fun.
Whiny Caillou and
Oh my God.
yeah.
Whiny.
Oh man, he's out of the picture now.
I had
thank
no
God.
idea. Like when
How
you
whiny he
when
was.
you told me about it, you were like, "Oh, I'm so glad he got out of the Caillou phase." I'm like, "Wow, what's wrong with Caillou?" You're like, "He's just such a whiny asshole."
That little kid promotes whining and getting your way.
Oh my God.
You watch it. You get stuck watching it with a nephew or a niece or your kid and whatever,
It's downhill.
and
huh?
you're watching and you're like, so he just started crying about that, and his grandparents were like, "Oh, it's okay, Caillou. Come on, we'll go to the zoo now anyway." Like,
Oh, that's the worst, right? Don't like
oh,
reprimand him or do anything. Just no, here, take this instead.
here,
Shush, shush, shush.
here, you'll
Quiet.
stop crying if I get you ice cream, right?
Take these pills. Shh.
Right? How about some chloroform? So,
Go
go ahead.
No, ladies first. Go ahead.
No, age before beauty.
Am I older than you?
I don't know, probably.
I'll be 39 in July.
Yes, you are.
Great.
38 in January.
Yeah.
So I'll be 39 in January. So yeah, you're older. So carry on, sir.
Oh, I was just gonna
Hi,
say,
Ange. Say
talking
hi, Ange.
about animation.
Yes.
I wanted to talk about Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh my God.
Dude.
Love, Death, and
Dude.
Robots
Dude,
has
dude.
been frigging awesome.
Okay, so I've watched it like a handful of times already.
Each
That's-
episode.
Like, well, yeah, I have my favorites, but I'll just let it play in the background while I'm doing stuff.
Okay.
And I just hear a lot of people talking about like the negatives about it, and
I
not
don't-
enough about the positives.
I don't see any negatives in it whatsoever.
Right. Well, I won't touch on too much of it because it's other people's properties, but
Just speak loud. It's okay.
Yeah, it's really loud.
It's all right.
I hear just a lot of people talking about how it's like seems to be like objectifying women, and I'm like, no. Like, yes, there is some of that, totally 100%. But like, the very first animation is about a powerful woman getting her revenge.
Right.
Like, and on top of that, like, I'd say 3 out of 4 of them are about like powerful women. You know what I mean? There's the Lucky 13, the woman who connects with the ship.
Yep.
The Good Hunting, the girl who like goes out and gets revenge on the people who turn into her fucking robot. Like,
Right.
Like,
Oh, that one was crazy.
it's my favorite one, dude. Hands down.
Really?
Yeah.
I really still like The Witness.
Oh no, Witness is
You did the.
I love that.
The posted
I
of it.
really
the
love the
other
way
day.
that picture came out. And I wish.
It came out great.
And I don't like.
I really wish he would pick up a goddamn tattoo gun.
I can't. I don't like.
I
blood.
would let him just go at. Just here, pick a spot and go.
Dude, I'm a huge puss when it comes to blood, man. I get like vommy and shit.
So, like I did say a little while ago that it was kind of a last minute thing that we were able to get Prez on here. So I just wanted to give a big thanks to one Brett Prez.
Miss Prez, and I would also love to say
It's
happy 15-year anniversary to the love of my life. 15 years ago today, we were just dating, and I took her ring off, her clatter ring that she was wearing. It was a little sweet little moment. I asked her why it was upside down. She said it meant she was single. I took the ring off. I turned it around. I put it on, and I said, "Not anymore." And from that forward, that day on, I've never been more in love. And
so. Thank you, Brett, and happy anniversary.
if you're watching, my love, happy anniversary. Thank you for letting me come hang out with my buddies on our anniversary. I know you don't feel good, but I love you.
I
Mwah.
appreciate it. We appreciate it. The Hawco and Carnell Show appreciates it.
Thank you. You're so sweet. Look at you. You're smiling for me. Look
I
at this
have
guy.
to. This is what I do. I love it. I could love walking into a room full of angry people and walking out of a room full of happy people.
Dude, I don't understand negativity sometimes. I mean, listen.
I get there.
Yeah, we play Destiny too. We
Yeah,
get there. Trust me.
We get angry.
But I prefer positivity way more.
Yeah. No, I mean it definitely will come out of my it will ooze out of me. I mean I ride the MBTA.
Oh, dude.
You know?
Dude.
Like yeah.
I've seen
Yesterday
some of
there
the
was like
posts you've had about the MBTA rides.
Yesterday there was like a crazy delay. It was like 45 minutes, and there was just a slew of people at Park Street, and the train pulls up, and I'm watching all the people get off of it, because I'm a stickler for letting the people off first. And I'm watching, and there's a bunch of people inside the train, inside the car, and there's all seats in front of them empty, and I'm looking at them. And they're just standing in front of the seats while everybody's cramming in around them. So now I'm finally getting up because I let all the older ladies get on and stuff in front of me naturally.
Yeah.
And nobody's moving, and these seats are still empty. So
There's got to be some doo-doo on them or something?
no, I don't care. I was like, sit in the motherfucking seats and make some goddamn room. I'm constantly yelling at people when they're not being
I know. That's one of the things I
even
love
half
about you.
intelligent.
You don't take any shit from anybody.
There's no reason to. I mean, and I'll be nice about it to an extent.
Yeah.
Like, hey, excuse me, this trolley's cram-packed or this train's cram-packed, and your arm wrapped around the pole because you want to text and you can't do it with one hand. You're a douchebag.
Yeah, why you
Hold
get
the pole like
fucking
the rest of us.
pickpocketed one from.
Oh my God.
Pay attention.
So apparently that's actually quite the little problem in the city.
Really? What, people getting pickpocketed?
I think it's only like when we have like the parades and stuff.
Yeah.
So I did see a few posts about it, but I've honestly, and I was out on them lovely streets for a little bit. That was never a worry.
Nah, me either. I remember really young, my dad always telling me to put my stuff in my front pocket.
Like if you go in town or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
you
yeah.
put your wallet in your front
I just
pocket.
do it now naturally. I mean, when I was before, I used to put it in my back pocket and I had the chain wallet, and I used to think it was cool. And my dad was like,
You didn't
"Oh yeah."
used to think it was cool. It was cool. We
was
all
cool.
did it.
I mean,
It's just not cool anymore, so we don't do it anymore. That's all.
I did wear my chain wallet, a Metallica T-shirt, and baggy pants on the first day of fucking school in like 10th grade, but
And he was like,
I was an artiste.
yeah. Oh.
I'm an asshole, just kidding. But yeah, my dad gave me fucking an airful. He was like, "What are you doing? You're gonna put that shit in your front pocket. Someone come up behind you, take your money out. You won't even know it." I'm fucking 15. I don't have any money. What are you talking about?
They're gonna take my what?
What are you gonna take?
My work
bus
my
pass?
work permit?
My library
student
card?
pass? Yeah. Student pass. It used to cost us 30 cents to ride the bus.
Oh, I remember that.
30 cents.
225. That was my bus number.
Oh, the 225. So is that coming through? A little bit. Well, it's not bothering me none. Is it bothering you?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over that loud announcement. What you just there?
Well, you know what we could do? We could completely take over.
We could.
I'll sneak a line over there and plug right into their PA. So everything we say is going to be on the PA.
Brian's for it. He's
That
like,
sounds
yeah,
like
do
a
it.
plan. So you got When is that? When is Boston Comic Con?
I believe this year it's August 10th, 11th, 12th, but don't quote me on that. But it is August in that area.
Don't quote me, boy, because I ain't
Said
said shit.
except
So
that
it is around there. It's not in September.
No.
Okay.
I think Rhode Island Comic Con is like September or something like that.
And you don't try to get in on that,
I would love to, but I mean,
cost-wise.
Yeah.
Taking the time off.
yeah.
all
As for
the whole
animation,
spiel.
yeah. As for art and stuff like that, I'm not gonna lie. I'm lazy and I procrastinate, but also when I do get creative, I put 110%. I don't push anything out the door that I don't think is worthy.
Right.
And I'll be honest, I mean, I still have people waiting on stuff right now, and I'm very grateful to the people that take their time and wait for me to complete stuff. But
we
when
know it's worth it.
and that's what I tell them. I always tell people straight up, like, hey, man, I'm not gonna
You all right?
I'm not gonna give you anything half-assed. And I love creating art. I love having that time to myself, or just I love the look on someone's face when they're like, dude, wow,
It's come out perfect.
I love that. I love that feeling. When I do get the table, I will be sure to plaster it everywhere. And I would like to go to Rhode Island Comic Con and get the funds for that. But again, it takes time, it takes money,
Right.
but we'll see what happens. Moving forward, I'd like to do a lot more cons in the New England area.
That's what's up.
That would be
mean,
the goal.
I seen a window. I seen a window thing at NECAN, so I can't imagine it wouldn't be too difficult
What,
to
like
have
someone
a
painted
fucking
the window?
No, like, hey, come get new windows. Like Newpro had a goddamn setup at NECAN.
Oh yeah, I mean, but that's a corporation, and they got fucking money to splash anywhere they want.
Whatever. Let's get you a booth at NECAN.
I'll try all kinds of weed-related shit.
That's what I'm saying. Just draw up a bunch of stuff, have it ready for the show.
That's a great idea, actually.
You got time.
I'll fucking do that.
You got plenty of time.
I was actually thinking about bringing some artwork right now and drawing live, but I didn't want to take away from the talking.
drawing drawing while we're going.
Yeah, because I do Instagram live sometimes with my drawings.
I have watched.
So-
watched. It was like late night. Like
I usually do it late night because that's when less people are on.
nobody's there.
And I get shy.
Little does he know, I get notified. I'm like, ooh, buck
Yeah,
now.
I know. There's only like a couple people that actually get notifications, and I know who they are because like they're the first ones that like my stuff when I post it, which I really appreciate.
Oh yeah, man.
So thank you.
I love local. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate all art, all forms of art, whether it's on paper
Me,
or
graffiti, yeah.
or
Whatever.
it's music or whatever it
Yep.
may be. Especially if it's local, I'll
Yeah.
push the hell out of it if I love it.
Yeah, support your local artists because they may be young scamps now, but there'll be something tomorrow. So
Yeah.
support the arts, music, drawing,
Definitely.
poetry.
If you think somebody's got a fire, to their
Nurse
soul
it.
and it needs to spread. I hate to use such the analogy, but
Hey, as long as you make
set
your
that
point,
shit
right?
on fire.
Exactly. I agree.
Spread that blaze. Fan that flame. Fan that flame.
And it.
You all right over there, buddy? Okay. He looks nervous sometimes, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh shit! What's happening?
Uh-oh. Did we lose sound? So how's everybody doing? I mean, what?
Yeah, what do we got? Some people
I've
commenting?
got people from all over the place in here, but nobody has called. 502
Why are
501
you gonna make people call us? Since Brian leaves?
3477. Well, I figure if they call right now,
Do.
I don't Hello, and thank you for calling Movie Phone. I love that. Hi, Rachel Hawco.
What's up, Rachel Hawco?
Oh, Brett said you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, honey.
She's a good doobie. She's in there watching.
She loves her lighting in her closet, by the way.
Oh, she does?
Yes.
Is it super bright? It's not too bright for her?
She loves it, so
Good.
we're not putting a dimmer
Doing
in
it-
as of right now. So that's a
Okay,
good
so
thing.
that we are dimmerless at present moment and
Exactly.
without need.
How's that cable stuff coming out? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Phenomenal.
You didn't get that from me, though.
I had no idea I could make a cable line so fast. Because I had another compression connector,
Yeah.
like crimper or whatever set. That thing was shite.
It was
you know?
shite?
Yeah,
Really?
like every once in a while it would crimp it like crooked.
Ugh.
And I'm like, this shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that one's good. 'cause
So
it
that
does-
that thing's crazy.
Yeah, it does RG11 too, which is the
The big,
fatter one.
yeah, the one that goes into the Magnavox box,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not doing that. I'm not messing with that stuff. I am not touching that stuff.
Yeah.
But I've told you, like, there's nothing but the old AB lines all throughout the building. So
that shit
I look
RG59.
I look forward to replacing it as I go. I do. There is madness over here.
Yeah, I feel like the dogs have multiplied.
What's that movie? The White God or something? Did you see that?
I don't know. That sounds racy. What's it called?
It's probably racy.
The
I
White
feel
God.
like this dude turned up as PA.
Yeah, he really did. Brian, go slap a bit.
Yeah. I think I may need stage a little intervention here.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. There's yeah.
So I am now here in Everett.
There's a lot more volume to number of people here for trivia.
For trivia,
Yeah,
absolutely.
really,
you know.
There is no reason to compete.
Right.
I can count on my 2 hands how many people are here for trivia. Like, you kidding me right now?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
You guys like me. I'm sure we'll have a good time. Did you guys?
So yeah, sorry about this. people.
Yeah, sorry if you guys can hear the trivia.
now-
Feel free to come on down and
slap this
beat everybody.
butthole.
I can't believe it's not the normal guy.
Okay. So
No, I think they're rotating through some trying to find.
They're trying to
a host
find the
that will
right
stick.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this one's gonna work.
Not with that loud thing.
And his high frequencies are he's all nasally sounding. And,
Yeah.
he's gonna be feeding back in the next like 5 minutes. And
the Joker and Tom breaking that will double the point value
Thank you, and
for that round.
thanks for tuning in to the Hawco and Carnell Show. Oh
I
my
could
God.
probably talk out loud and be louder than I am right now.
Well,
but
and
I'm
that's
gonna
what I was.
yell.
That's exactly what I was just thinking. I know for a fact that if I was
that's how
over
he's got
there.
his mic EQ'd. Is how I have yours right now. The high
Okay, so I
value.
could. It definitely did just do that. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was going crazy.
Oh my God.
That was different, right?
Yeah. Do you want me to go over there and slap him?
Tamp those high frequencies, bro.
Take that.
You will be able to play along with me.
He is god awful.
All my questions I
Anyways,
Ooh,
I would
good shit, Joe. Good shit, Joe. Dropping a plug for you there.
Oh, that's my cuz, my hype man,
The hype man.
my
you
my,
gotta, you
my
gotta see
silent
him.
partner.
You gotta see him. He comes to the cons as well.
Yeah, he does.
Draws in the people.
I will be honest. I had gotten like when I'm at the table, I'm working, I'm doing whatever. Like, you personable people, they come by, they look and shit.
Yep.
My cousin is out front of that table, like, hey, how you doing? What do you like? Check this art out. Buy some art. And I'm just like, yeah. And he's getting people to buy commissions and all this other stuff. And I'm like, Joe, like, I love you. I'm like, but you gotta slow down. I can only do so many at one
Easy.
time.
This is only 3 days.
I love it. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I had people come back on the 3rd day, and because of Joe. So thank you, Joe.
He does good.
He does good. He's a hype man. He's always been very introverted,
Yeah.
but he's really come out of his shell lately, and I'm happy about it.
How about Daryl?
Daryl, I love that kid.
Shooting.
Dude, how fucking funny was that? When I was watching the video, I'm like, oh, those cows are gonna jump.
I'm waiting for them to kick,
Nothing.
and they just sat there.
Yeah, and I saw your comment. I was like, dude, yeah.
I was like waiting for one of them to look over at him, like, oh,
He's
there's
popping
Daryl
shots
again.
and they're
There's
just like-
D again. And like he said, he's like, they're used to it.
Yeah.
So, is that his farm? Does he live on a farm? Do we know?
I don't
know.
want to like.
Yeah, no, without saying where.
I mean, I've talked to him on
As the
PlayStation,
vibe.
but I wasn't like, hey, what's your status like these days? I was just kind of like, great talking to you, dude.
no,
like,
I mean,
what's
like,
new?
I know where he is and
Yeah.
all that fun stuff. I just don't know if he's actually living on a farm. I mean,
Yeah.
I know he's got goats and shit. It's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you
either.
seen the goats?
Yeah, I've seen some goats.
I just want to visit him and, hang
Just
out
like-
with him for a weekend and
Run with all the
do
animals.
dubs and run with the goats. Yeah. Like, shoot guns near cows.
Fucking road trip, bro.
Dude, how long will it take to get there?
Probably like 2 days.
I don't know. I mean, I've driven cross country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that.
It's not fun.
No.
No.
No, I mean, I don't like want to do that, but I want to do that. Like, we drove down to Hilton Head a while ago, and we got stuck. It was around Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We got stuck coming back.
Oh, that's right.
Dude, 18
That's right,
hours in
'cause
the fucking car. My back hurt. My head hurt.
You were down there right when we were down there.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
we were in Virginia Beach, and
Yep.
you were.
Ralphie ended up getting pneumonia. It was just.
You brought Ralphie?
Yeah, brought
The
Ralphie in.
poor
so-
guy.
Yep. Well, we wanted him to have to be on the beach. Man, that was really loud.
Probably got pneumonia on the beach.
Well, I think he got it because we stopped at a rest stop in New Jersey, and fucking New Jersey.
You gonna blame New Jersey?
Fuck yeah.
That's messed up.
Fuck New Jersey.
John's from New Jersey.
Fuck New Jersey. fuck New Jersey. Fuck New York.
Oh,
I'm just
boy.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I love all you guys.
I see you rocking the E3 Mafia
Fuck yeah, dude.
hoodie.
Fuck yeah. That's OG. I did that. Of course I'm gonna rock
You
that
did
shit.
that as well?
I did that as well, yeah.
Did you see this?
I mean, look at how shitty the silk screen came out, though. Sean didn't have them pre-washed before he had them printed, so once you wash them,
Oh, so you should pre-wash before you print.
yes, always.
Really?
Or buy stuff that's pre-shrunk, because if you don't, then this
So
happens.
that's what happened.
Yeah,
Is
I mean-
it shrunk and the letters tried to stay the same size?
correct. Well, yeah, the sweatshirt shrinks and everything. Exactly. And
Right,
it
right.
could have. There's other possibilities to the ink. I used to take graphic arts, so the ink
That's
probably
why I'm
might not have set
catching
correctly
the
either.
info. Hi, Jen.
But could have been other possibilities. Regardless, I think it actually looks kind of cool. Looks like it's like supposed to be that way.
Yeah, like it does.
I don't care. There could
Like
be
when you
nothing
see the
less when I'm
stuff that
done.
people wear from like Hollister with holes in it and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you spent. Oh, look at that
Oh
handsome
my
puppy.
God.
So yeah, needless to say, this is a dog-friendly environment,
Yep.
which is okay because that's how I am able to include dogs that need homes.
Yep.
I got a question for you, Mr. Preziosi.
Shoot.
When did you know
Yes, I'm sure you
that
can, but it also
not
does
only
fit
could you draw,
the theme of this round.
but that's what you wanted to?
So number 3, then, since it started being used commercially, the only actual deaths
I remember when I was a kid, one time I drew the bad guy from Roger Rabbit, Christopher Lloyd's character.
Okay.
I drew it on the back of a piece of paper at school, and the teacher found it and got in trouble. I got in trouble, so they brought my parents into school, and I told the teacher that I had drawn it, and the teacher said, "No, you traced it because that's too good to be drawn." This is a true story. I don't make this up. You can ask my mother if she's watching. And so they brought me in. They brought my parents into school, and my mother said, "Did you trace this?" And I said, "No, I didn't trace it." I said, "I drew it," and she said to the teacher was like, "He can't take credit for other people's work." And my mother was like, "Really? My son has been drawing this and this and this, and you better fucking." I don't know
Yeah.
what exactly she said because I was a little kid and I was in the other room, but I could see her doing lots of this. And I just remember drawing really young, and just my parents were always very supportive about it. There was a long period of time after high school where it kind of dropped off, and I got more involved in making money and just being a fucking whatever.
Did you feel a build-up?
Oh, dude, there was definitely a void. When I got a job. I just got silent all of a sudden. I got a job doing cable and in Pembroke, Dynamic Results.
What?
Huh? Awfully loud.
Oh man.
And when I lost my job there, I went back to college. I majored in graphic design, computer drafting and design, and I fell back in love with art. I met my buddy Yun. He got me into art again, where I met Eric from Imbion, and from there on, I got back into art. I fell in love with it all over again, and it's always been here.
Right.
And nowadays, it's a hobby / I make some money off it.
Yeah. You know, like
Yeah.
you're going, you're stepping.
Yeah.
You want to get to the point where that's the income, or no?
I mean, to be honest, that takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication. I realize that I'm really late in the game right now, and if I'm being full honesty, like, I don't know if I ever want to have like a full-time comic. I always wanted to be a cover artist. I always wanted to be, the guy on the front that makes to draw the Wolverines coming off the page and all that other
Right.
shit. Sequential art was never really my forte. I do want to have a comic just once to say I did it, but other than that,
Feel free to use my likeness.
listen. that picture of you and Sean came out really well. I thought you actually came out better than Sean. I tried to capture Sean's eyes because he's got these squinty eyes in the picture.
Yeah.
And if you know Sean like we do, like that, I felt like that picture really,
picture captures him.
it captures him where he's like, what?
Yeah.
What? It's like that's what Sean is about. And Bobby's very over the top. Like you could be at like anywhere with him. Doesn't drink, but he's always like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's go. And you're just like, yeah, like, and that's what I felt like those pictures embodied. So I really.
Yeah. I was happy you chose that one out of the slew that I gave you, and I gave you a bunch of different ones. I'm like smiling, angry face, normal face, and then.
Yeah,
you know,
I couldn't have you being just like,
yeah, no, it didn't seem right. I was so hoping he went with the one that he went with, and when he finally unveiled it to me, I was like, yes.
I'm glad you guys liked it. And with that being said, Brian, I know Sean took a picture and gave to you. You guys got to get rid of that because it looks horrible. I gave him a scan to give to you so you guys can put it on there. And he's probably dragging his feet.
Yeah, we'll make that happen. We'll make that happen.
I love that, Brian. Thank you, buddy.
It's awesome.
I wish I could draw like that. I can draw.
I wish I could learn like electricity and how that shit works, dude. I'm such a dumbass when it comes to house stuff. Like my wife will go to her father and be like, "Can you fix this?" And I'm like, "Baby, I can fix it. You too." You know. She's like, "I don't trust you." I'm like,
"You're iffy about your own work."
I mean, I did do cable for years. I'm not a complete moron. But
yeah, as long as you shut a breaker off.
Okay, I electrocuted myself once, so, you know.
No, you didn't.
All right, I got a little shock.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be like that.
No, I get what you're saying.
But I constantly. I love when people are like, yeah. Dude, I got electrocuted so bad. I'm like, what, they resurrect you? What the shit?
I doubt it.
Electrocution is when it kills you. If you survive it, you just got shocked.
Yeah, exactly.
If you died, you've been electrocuted.
When that happened, I was like, ooh, okay, ow.
You know,
that's pretty much all that happened.
Even just think about the word electrocute.
Yeah.
It just sounds like it's the end of something.
You ever seen Sorry Mad and Axe Murderer?
Years ago.
Okay. There's one part where they're going around a table and they're talking about like weird things that have happened, just like a weird scenario. And one of them's like, "Oh, you're at your favorite restaurant. You're eating a steak. You're about to carve into it, and underneath the steak is a bloody Band-Aid." And they're like, "Oh!" And then they go around. They try to top each other. And then finally, one girl, she's like, "I got one. What about being electrocuted?" And they're just like,
"Thank you.
Thank you." I was only going somewhere with that story. It was minimal.
No, sorry.
They were like, "Oh, okay." We were electrocuted.
That was it?
That was it. Like, that was the joke, too, in the movie. It was just, like, flat like that. And they were like...
That's definitely a Michael Myers thing.
Yeah. Wow, this fucking guy.
I would prefer to listen to the dog squelching like that than this guy talking through his nose. I mean, whatever. I could literally sit at the table he's sitting at. See, now I feel like I'm yelling at you guys.
I know.
I could literally sit at that table with the amount of people that are sitting in here, and I could talk without a microphone and completely get across to everybody.
Yeah.
Hell, I could probably do it from where I'm sitting right now and have everybody hear everything I'm saying without a doubt.
See what I mean?
What, are they all looking?
No, but it's
yeah.
Hilarious.
It is what it is. I mean, I think... Oh, he just went over there.
Brian's cracking heads.
B. Murph just went over and was like, "I'm here to put the smack down."
I was like, "Bro, not enough people in here for you to be as loud as you are." And then I was like, "And you don't have to do this one, but I suggest cutting your high frequencies. A lot of sibilances coming through, a lot of
sibilance."
You're like, "Let me teach you, son."
He's like, "They just told me to hit this button and talk."
Yeah.
Yep.
This is my first time.
I knew it.
Read questions off of a screen.
Good job, Alex.
Alec.
His name's actually Alec?
Alec Trebek.
Alec Trebek. It actually has always been Alec Trebek.
Oh, I thought this guy's name was Alec. I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
Oh, wait. Oh, is this guy's name
I don't
Alex?
know. I don't know.
Were you making a Trebek reference?
I was. Is it Alec
Totally
or
was.
Alex?
It is Alec.
Yeah.
Sob.
Yeah.
Sob.
Speaking of Saab and
Son of
Alan
a
Trebek,
bitch.
he's gotten like some serious stuff going on right
He
now.
does. He does.
I love that guy.
He was
Love Jeopardy.
just diagnosed, or did
Yeah,
he just
some
let
kinda-
everybody know finally?
He-
Was it a diagnosis, or was it a hey, listen, I just want everybody to know before I disappear?
Well, yeah, because he's going to be going through a lot of treatments and stuff
Right.
like that.
So
but yeah.
things are probably gonna get a little tough
Good
because
luck to
cancer
him, man.
sucks.
Yeah, fuck cancer, dude.
Dude, that is one thing that we
I
need
know.
to eradicate that
know.
shit.
I
I mean, we got measles crawling around the world right now.
because people can't fucking vaccinate their kids.
I tell you, I don't
my
care how many
God.
times I've said it. I love that T-shirt that says "Vaccinations cause adults." How about that guy?
Which
We-
one?
you know what? I think Sean may have even said it last week. It may have been on the way home too. The gentleman, I think he was a politician of some type. Somebody can let me know his name, but extreme anti-vax, and he's got measles.
Yes.
Right? Like, that's karma.
Yeah,
That
that
is karma
That is
right
a
there.
definition of karma right there. What a shithead.
If he was vaccinated, it would, like, I don't see what the problem is. Like, there is,
it's just
they can't say that these things cause any type of autism because that's just something that went undiagnosed eons ago.
Exactly.
Now that we're able to diagnose it, you want to blame it on something?
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I
Go
don't want
ahead.
to touch on it either, but
Go ahead.
So actually, what a lot of the anti-vaccination movement
Yep.
and the belief that they cause autism were all based on completely discredited studies
Oh.
that that those studies were released decades ago. And and then the anti-vax movement
Yep.
started picking up on them, and it wasn't, it was maybe a few years after that really started to snowball that data was fudged, was represented,
Right.
like, wasn't analyzed with the correct models, all that. I mean, it was a discredited study.
right. And people
Good.
just like, well, look, it's in writing, so it must be real.
Yeah.
It's like, well, no.
See, that just proves it right there. That and
Yeah, there's been lots of.
we always go by what, like, the
Face
these
value.
people
People don't do
say,
enough research.
or the Surgeon General says this, or this doctor says this. Like, I
Yeah.
get it, but that's that doctor's opinion. Like, what was the other one? Robert G. Heath, the one that cured homosexuality with electrolysis. Same guy who said the weed was bad. Love you, Auntie. Thank
nice
you
to
very
meet
much
you.
for coming.
Good luck to Duncan.
Karen, Hawco, and Duncan are
Leaving the building.
leaving and exiting.
Exiting stage left.
Yes.
Exit stage right, even.
So, did you? All right.
yeah, what's up?
Have you ever thought about coughing while smoking marijuana? Do you
my
believe
wife
that it
still
gets
watching?
you high? This is talking. You
No,
could
no,
be
in
talking
general.
about previous times.
Yes, yeah. I don't think that coughing makes you more higher. I think maybe if anything, just the lack of oxygen while you're coughing, maybe.
So that does kind
don't know
of come into it, but that's more or less on the holding your hit in part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've totally asked the gentleman to turn down, and he hasn't. No, I know. I just in case people can hear, I don't see any pop on the microphone lights when he's talking, so it can't be that. Yeah. So
Brian's got this.
I know. I don't want to have to go all Rob, like.
Yeah, I know.
So holding your hit in, you didn't have to do. That's something you don't have to do. I discussed that in
Yeah.
a previous show. That's with
At the NE can.
no. That's where the lack of oxygen comes into play.
Okay.
But a lot of people assume that coughing gets you super, super high, and it's not the coughing. So right before you cough, what do?
Inhale.
Inhale.
Yeah.
So you've just
Took
filled
everything
your
in.
lungs to capacity, as much as you can anyways.
Yeah.
And now you're about to cough.
Yep.
So you literally,
Ooh, yeah.
and you just pushed every bit of fucking smoke into areas that you weren't pushed into before in your
Yeah,
lungs.
true that.
So that's what you're doing, is you're pushing it into areas that it wasn't hitting with that extra little push.
Yeah, because you ever
And
do
then-
like after you're done smoking, do that thing where
Oh yeah,
You took
and you
everything-
blow
and then you-
smoke out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I used to love doing
I
that.
could probably do it right now. I probably could. I could probably blow smoke out. I don't know if it'd be pitiful catch. But give me a moment here. Go ahead and talk to me for a second.
No. Oh, he's actually gonna try. So, I mean, I would actually be impressed, but not surprised.
Nope.
No, nothing.
Imagine if I just passed out from that, though. That would be hilarious. I was just like, that would be great. That would be awesome.
Dude, that was a thing like not too long ago where kids were like holding on to each other like and
So
cutting off
they
their
did it stupid, though. Like, I mean, we did stupid shit when we were kids.
Yeah.
And we did the whole hyperventilate for a minute, and then you come up against the wall, and somebody push, and you pass out for a second. I've had people dancing and
I've never done
madness while they're out cold. Like, just drop to their knees and start, like,
that. Jesus Christ. no.
craziness.
I've never done any
But
of that.
to see some of the stuff these kids are doing, like, that's not even cool. Like,
I saw one kid pass out, go right into a fucking glass table. I was like, Jesus
oh my
Christ.
god, that was crazy.
And the kids were like laughing, and I was like, what? Oh
Yeah.
my God, these kids today are savages.
Super amusing.
Holy shit, dude.
Super amusing. Your friend just shattered his eye socket on your mom's friggin'
Yeah.
$400 glass
Hilarious.
table.
You better be the first
Make
to
that
post
phone
it on
call.
Facebook.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude. You're free. Gotta get your 15 seconds of fame.
Don't get me wrong. I am all about posting stuff and
Yeah.
getting things out there, but to an extent, like,
Not at the cost of someone's.
if I happen to be filming and some crazy accident happens, I'm gonna go help.
Right.
I may leave the camera. That's
I got a video where I actually came out of my house once, and it's still on the Facebook. I opened the door. This is when I was living in Rockland, and there's a squirrel on my banister on the railing. He's got a yogurt cup on his head, and
really.
yeah, legit. I'll show you. And I didn't take video of me taking it off because in case that little fucker, after I got the cup off, decided to come at me.
Right.
He's a squirrel, but I don't know what the fuck. I don't want to go be in the hospital and get infected squirrel bites. I don't want to be the first motherfucker to die from that. But I didn't take video of the cup pull off, and I just took a video after it with the cup, and everybody was like, "Oh, why didn't you take video?" And I was like, "No, I gotta help this little guy. That's the important part, you know."
Right.
And then let him scurry off. I don't give a shit about views. I helped the squirrel that day, people.
And I like that what you say, like, he's just a little squirrel. Like, you don't want to film just in case. I have that thought all the time when it
Yeah,
comes
because
to animals.
the opposite way, and I look like an asshole.
Right. Well, not even, but like, where do you draw the line? Like, if this little animal's can latched onto my neck.
To film and take it off at the same time.
Well, I mean, like, if he's all right now, he's come at you.
Yeah.
I thought you were worried about like him coming at you and you retaliating.
Running like a little bitch. Yeah.
Oh, all right. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I thought like maybe like you grab and smash. Like,
nah.
No. See, like everybody's like, oh, you can't be mad at them. They're being an animal.
Right.
And I agree with that.
Yeah,
but if that thing's latched onto me, I have now switched into animal mode
Fight or
and want
flight.
you the
Yeah,
hell
yeah.
off me.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
you know what I mean. So like you feel bad, but I'm sorry, but this badger has now latched onto my ankle. I am punching it till it lets go.
A badger and a squirrel. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just.
No, I
I'm
get
sorry.
you. I get you.
Squirrel's latched onto my fucking forearm. That thing's getting hit, or I'm hitting something until it lets go.
No, I agree 100%. And that was actually a concern for me in the process of pulling the cup
Well, and that's
off.
what I thought you were getting
Yeah,
at.
yeah,
Like,
I was just trying
in
to make
case you
myself
pulled it
sound like a
off
bitch.
while you were filming and it went at you, and you were like, whap! Like a what do you?
Like a cartoon, like with a mallet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Like the freaking what are the groundhogs?
The
Whack-a-mole. Whack-a-mole. That's
what I
it.
was trying to think of.
Damn it! Damn it! They need a whack-a-mole in here. Saw all kinds of pinball. Did you play any pinball while you were waiting?
Nah, I was too busy looking at Duncan's pretty face up here eating roast beef.
Duncan was awesome.
He was
awesome.
a
I
good dog.
really do hope that I hope that having him on helps. I mean, I don't know if having Capone on here helped. Like she said, 2 weeks later he had found a home. So So I do. I really hope that.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
It found a home. The Capone found a home, and
So
let's hope the same for Duncan.
Exactly.
Who
Yeah.
cares how we got there?
right.
Loving, happy home. That's all that matters.
I mean, everybody here met Duncan. That dog was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he was actually a little excited because there was just a lot going on. A lot of people coming in and
Yeah.
but I met him over here, and he was a good boy.
You met him off. He met him off camera.
Yeah, I did. He's like, oh, you smell like dogs, and I was like, yeah, dude, what's up? He's like, all right, I'm gonna go over here, and I was like, all right, dude, nice meeting you.
Some dogs are. They sniff my Roscoe on me, and they're like, oh.
Roscoe's awesome.
Dude, Roscoe's a goof.
He's a funny dog. When I came into your house that time, he just like basically pushed me to the ground and was like just like loving on me. It's like this is what pit bulls are.
Yeah, that's how pit bulls should be.
Right, and then people give him a bad name because they don't fucking know.
Right.
I
No.
hate that. Educate yourself.
Roscoe's a goof. I do think that somebody with a true dog's dog needs to come over and teach Roscoe how to be a dog.
He's like a small child.
He is just. He doesn't.
He was whimpering. He was like, I want to be in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, like when we close it off, like if we're eating or whatever's going on in the kitchen,
Yeah.
and we don't want him in there, and we close him out, and he'll sit there and pout. But I wouldn't say the disciplinarian, but I'm the one I don't bend. You know, like the little ones in the house want something and they've been shits. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no, what? No,
No.
not happening, not happening.
Too
So
bad.
he'll sit there and pout all the time. I'm like, no, Roscoe, I'm eating.
And just
I'm
stare at you
eating.
through the gate.
Oh, he'll sit right on that. But that's the best part is, dude, he could clear that gate, no problem.
Yeah.
I've seen him jump things 2 times as high. He just won't do it. I don't know if he doesn't realize it or if he knows his grip on the tile on the other side ain't going to be too good.
Or he just really respects his master.
That is true.
Let's
That
just
is
go with that
possible. I mean, he doesn't listen all the time when I want him to, but it could be respecting. It could be.
Is his paw okay? I know you guys had that salt issue.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't realize how bad that can hurt.
I mean, I step on a Lego and I'm fucking toast for weeks.
Right.
I
So
don't even have
imagine.
kids.
I get.
Those are my own Legos.
To Karen saying she's got a big crybaby at home. Which one, Elliot or Max?
James.
He said James. Jimbo might be watching on YouTube.
I love Jimbo.
Jimbo's a YouTube watcher. He's
I
not
miss him on Destiny.
he's not a Facebook person anymore. He used to be.
Hey, I don't blame him. Facebook can be.
It can be.
Horrible. Sometimes it's cool.
I love it. I love hate it.
Exactly.
You know?
Sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And other times I'm like, shut the fuck up. Oh my god. But I guarantee you people are like, okay, yeah, President's posting art again, yay, you know? So
Not
I
me.
get it.
I'm like, check this shit out, people. Woo! I can't get over it. He does great work.
Thanks,
you know?
man. I appreciate the love.
I was so patient. Like when I first got the pictures, I'm like, I'll wait. Nah, I'm making my profile picture. Bam.
I wanted to bang that out quick for you guys because I know you're trying to get to Nikan.
Is it true that there possibly may be additions to it?
Well, what I wanted to do because
I mean, you don't have to give out
too
too much if you don't
No,
want
no,
to.
no, that's fine. There's a lot of white background. I wanted to put like something else in there. You know, I wanted to put like maybe like some like big flare pops of like your faces or something. But like I didn't want to go too over the top because it's just an 18 by 24.
Right.
And I figured, you know, you guys would maybe shrink it down to logos, business cards,
Right,
stickers,
yeah,
whatever. So I didn't want to have it also at the same time
Too
muddled. So afterwards, when I was looking at the drawing, I took a step back and I was like, well, Bobby's drawing kind of has like a square shape to it. So I could put like just like a circle behind it with an outline.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Sean's kind of has like a circle shape to it. So I could put like a square shape behind it.
Popping out.
Yeah,
Like,
just kind of like just to offset a little bit.
Okay.
But you know, again, if Sean wants to give me the picture back, I'll give it to him, and I'll bang that out. But if not, you guys are happy with it.
Oh, I am happy with it. I just don't. I am not opposed to you adding more magic to stuff
Hey.
that's already magical in my eyes. So, I am not opposed to that at all.
And I'm thinking about now just like adding a little piece of paper on the side with Brian, just being like,
In the corner.
with his headphones on.
I'm only a voice on the Hawco and Carnell Show experience, man.
Fair
I,
enough.
You know,
I'll make you like a little pull out on the side, and it just goes back in. You know.
That's awesome. Pull this
See?
tab. You just pull it out to
Exactly.
the side.
little fart sound. Good.
See?
We
We'll
gotta
get some
make that
mechanics
happen
in there.
now.
I like that.
We got to make that happen.
There's
I'm-
there's a guy on Instagram who does really cool stuff. Like he takes to draw these pictures, and then he'll make another picture, and he'll pull like the picture off. Like he drew a picture of Hannibal Lecter, and he takes these like tweezers and he pulls the mask off, and underneath it's all skull and like gooey. And I was like, he did this all with like
With a
art.
picture?
Yeah. He drew the picture of Hannibal Lecter. He drew another mask, like another picture of the mask. Put it on top. Put like a rubber cement glue underneath.
Yeah.
Takes video of him peeling the glue off, and it's got like
And it
like
looks like he's.
skull and gooey
Oh,
underneath.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I was
That
like,
is
dude,
awesome.
follow,
I
like.
you Peg. What's his? You have to. I'll have to dig through your.
I will send it to you.
Yeah,
He's awesome. There's so
definitely.
many awesome artists out there.
I'm all about that. I love art.
And my cousin Ryan. Oh my God, I swear
He's been posting some great stuff.
he gets better every time he
Every time he
draws.
picks up a pencil.
Every time. I mean,
Cool.
he did some realistic stuff the other day, and I just was blown away. I thought it was a picture.
What's that other girl's name? Not that Ryan's a girl.
No, no,
I'm like that other girl.
Ryan's boy.
Not Miss Amanda Curtis, who is also an amazing.
Amanda's also a very good
Yep,
watercolor
amazing
artist.
artist.
Yep. Not related to me, but just yeah.
I followed her through you. You had like shared her post once.
Probably. She does some great
was like a
watercolor art.
No, not Amanda.
Oh, okay.
This girl that I'm referring to.
Allie.
Allie.
Is
that's
going to
right.
be an In Beyond Boston recruit. She's a young artist.
She will be.
Yeah.
She's
my
got
first.
great
Yep,
technique
yep.
in her.
She's got a lot of talent. She likes to do like the goofy art style. Not goofy, but like take Spider-Man and
Almost
he's doing
character.
Yeah.
Caricature.
Yeah. And it's
that.
it's whimsical, and I like it. And she's got a lot of talent. She's energetic, and I like that.
Can anybody say that word properly?
Which one?
When you're gonna go for it? When you have like one of those pictures done of you and it's like a big head?
Caricature.
Thank you. And I can speak another
Can I steal it
language.
from you, Brian? Caricature.
Yeah, no, Prez, you nailed it, and
I couldn't.
Hawco, yeah, it's.
And I speak more than one language.
That's true.
I bet you Roscoe could have been like.
You probably could have.
Caricature.
So we have people watching
Yeah.
from Cow Hampshire right now. Cow Hampshire?
Well, what's that?
New Hampshire?
Oh, but with a cow instead of new?
Have you ever been up there?
I have, yeah. I go
There's
camping
cows.
up there once a year.
There's cows up there.
There's cows lots of places, Bobby.
Hey, where did we get that? I know we had spoke about this before, but where was that cabin that we got that time
In
many
Cape Cod?
moons ago? No,
In Maine?
it was north. It was Maine, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was in Maine
the
or if
senior
it was in
trip.
New
No,
Hampshire.
not the senior trip.
It wasn't a
after
senior
prom.
trip. It was after
And I had
prom.
Lyme disease,
You did.
and I drove my ass up there.
You did have Lyme disease.
And I made
Wait,
everybody
does that
watch
mean you
Ninja
don't have Lyme disease? I thought Lyme disease was like a forever thing,
Listen,
like herpes. The gift that keeps on giving.
the fuck? Did you just made a connection to Lyme disease and herpes? God damn it. Fuck do I follow that? Listen.
So,
So
is it curable? though? Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I don't think so, but I don't show like signs of it anymore.
Okay. What were the signs of it?
Lethargic, headaches, muscle cramps, things like that. I did have them for a long time. If I get too dehydrated, like remember when a few weeks ago when I was in the hospital,
Yes.
I was really sick. I got really dehydrated, and my kidney functions, the levels were really low. Afterwards, the next day, like I had a lot of headaches. I couldn't go into work. I just felt like shit. So like maybe that was a side of the dehydration, but also because I still have Lyme disease in me, it probably didn't help.
So
It
it's
doesn't
still
show
there,
itself.
but you don't.
It could be. I've never really been tested again for it, so I'm assuming it's maybe lying dormant inside me somewhere.
Now, when you were diagnosed with it, what do they tell you? Like,
I had to have a spinal tap done just to make sure it didn't reach my spine.
how'd that feel?
Fucking horrible. But I do remember, and if my wife isn't watching, I'm sorry. The nurse was, and I was so high.
You
on
were
the
like, you
I was
can
high on the
stick anything in
medication.
my back?
Yeah. I was with my mom, and my primary care physician at the time, Dr. Hockman, who has since passed, but he was a good dude. And the nurse is in front of me while the doctor's doing it in the back, and she's like, "It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right." I'm like, "Sure, whatever."
Just keep
Whatever
talking.
you say. And my mom's like, "He really likes you," and she's like, "I get that a lot." And I was like, "I bet you do, baby." I'm like 17.
That's awesome.
I was kind of a pimp daddy back then, though.
Did you ever get put under for anything?
Yeah.
Like surgery-wise?
Yeah, I had my appendix taken out.
Do you remember going out? Like, do you remember
The countdown, yeah.
the countdown? You remember it?
Yo.
Where did you have it done? Where were you? South or in inner city?
Nah, I was inner city. It was actually in the
Children's?
hospital in Quincy,
Oh, okay.
near Willard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it, but I remember.
Quincy Hospital?
I don't know if it was Quincy Hospital or not. I mean, if it's in
It-
Quincy, I guess it's technically
Yeah,
Quincy Hospital.
it could be.
But I just remember, like, years later, driving around the area and be like, "Why does this look so familiar to me?"
Right.
And then asking my mom later on, and she was like, "That's where you had your appendix out."
So, I remember it clear as day.
Really?
Clear as day.
Was it like a scary situation for you?
No, not at all. I was like 16,
Yeah.
and it was at Children's Hospital. My girlfriend at the time was there with me and my mother. And remember, it was an Irishman that was the anesthesiologist,
Yeah.
you know, and he was like, "This is some good shit," you know, like as he's shooting me into my IV, and he's talking to me, and he's like, I usually have you do the countdown, and he's like, "But if you just look over here, you know," and I'm like, he's like, "You see the picture of the ducks?" And then I remember looking at the clock and
Yeah.
seeing that it was 9:30. I don't remember AM or PM. I just remember looking at the clock and seeing 9:30, and it was the funniest thing ever. I'm like, "Oh my God, it's 9:30 right now." Bah! And just start dying. And then the next thing I know, I wake up with a big hole in my stomach.
Yeah. Yeah. You had the.
I had all kinds of stuff cut
intestine
out.
removed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually was talking about you the other day about that. Somebody was talking about. I forget what it's called.
I had a lower bowel obstruction.
Yeah. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't try to like say what you had, but I was like, a friend of mine had an intestine removed because the lady had mentioned what the diverticulitis or something like that. I forget. I'm probably butchering what it's called, but she was talking about how her husband had it, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I have a friend of mine who actually had a piece of intestine removed years ago." That's fucking scary, dude.
They took my appendix out while they were in there.
Oh, they were just like, "Hey, you don't need this.
Hey, we're in here.
Let's add
We'll,
stuff."
we'll just do it all in one scar. It's a huge scar.
Really, mine's like this big.
Dude, mine,
The scar.
if the,
Fuck you, Brian. I was so quick to laugh at that.
if this is my belly button, the scar hooks around it
What?
and then goes all the way down to about 1/4 of an inch away from the base
Oh my god, dude.
of
So they had you flayed open, son.
pretty well.
Wow.
So when
Sorry
I'm
for
not
anybody
a,
that's
when I'm not a
sketchy
fat
graphic.
mess, and I actually have like
Dude, you're like one of the
Some-
skinniest dudes I met.
some ab form, yeah, you know. And I told Dom that I weighed 180, and he's like, "You hide it well."
It's
Like,
all beard.
I guess so. Yeah. This beard weighs 190 pounds in itself.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So my abs, there's like normal, and then there's like an inch gap.
Wow.
Normal. Like the muscles didn't heal the way they were supposed to.
Wow. Yeah, my
Then-
appendix area is still numb too. Like even to
The,
this
the
day.
scar tissue.
Yeah.
They also told me no hair would grow out of the scar tissue.
Lies.
Dude,
You got like hairy teeth growing out of there, like.
I'm saying, like, I am
It was,
You know.
it grew back like gray old man hair. Like,
Just a stripe of it underneath my belly button.
Turns out you actually had a twin in there.
Yeah. He was half alive, so we let him go. Bandolier.
Bandolier? What? Rainbow Chewbacca and Pancho Villa and over the shoulder bandolier. This is the trivia question. I could have answered that in my
It
sleep.
is.
you know, I used to love going to trivia and playing trivia.
Did this
and
kill it?
It's starting to a little bit, a little bit.
I'm not to be cocky, but when it comes to like movie trivia, I'm kind of good at it. So like, I could sit here and no one's gonna, everyone's gonna be pissed at me because I'm just gonna guess everything. Like,
You know, like if this were just a loud ass like bar din,
yeah,
be no problem. I'd be like, working the microphones all the time. But it's like I feel like this trivia guy
Yeah.
has gotten under my skin.
Woosah,
Getting to me.
Woosah.
Getting to me,
liked-
man.
I liked that girl from before, the first
Yes,
girl. She was
yeah.
fine,
Yeah.
and she was
Funny.
lower.
She used her inside voice.
Yeah,
She
well,
did.
half of the time she didn't need the mic. She would.
And,
she would.
and tonight would be akin
Tonight would,
to
and
one of
she
those
would.
times.
She could recognize. All right. Oh, there's more people. Let me turn the PA on.
Yeah.
She
Yeah, legit.
definitely would run it without it if there was this many people.
Or lack of this movie.
Damn you. 1997. Half of these kids weren't even born yet.
Oh my God, seriously.
Wait, that would make them not young and old enough, right?
Oh shit. Is this Sean?
We got a phoner.
Okay. Hello. Thank you for calling the Hawco and Carnell Show. Special guest, Mr. Preziosi. Who do we have?
We have Bobby's aunt.
Hi, Auntie Peggy.
Hello, Bobby's aunt.
Hey, how you guys doing with your colon?
With the call-ins?
I thought she colon for a
Yeah,
second.
I like that episode there.
Which one?
Well, you're both full of shit if you had to have your colon fixed.
See? I was right. She did say
She
colon.
did say colon.
I thought she said Colin.
I thought she said.
Oh,
Oh, Peggy, that was awesome.
Good
That
one,
was-
Peggy.
that-
it was. The next time somebody says you're full of shit, you can't deny it.
how was?
You want some Miralax?
What's that?
It's a Miralax.
You want some Miralax, guys?
No, I've got some at home.
So do I, buddy.
I'm an old guy now. I've got Dulcolax in my medicine cabinet.
This explains why his
You
eyes
know
are
what?
brown.
It's not pathetic. I remember opening my cabinets and having goodies in there. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Now it's all shit medicine.
How are things up there? Where are you, in Manch Vegas?
Oh, I hate it up here.
You do? Why don't you come back to the city?
I'm thinking about it. I want to go to Beverly or something like that.
Yeah, Beverly's nice.
Yeah. Trying to get Freddie
is.
to at least respond on this, but he's busy.
Who is?
Freddie.
Oh yeah, he is a busy boy. We still share all his stuff, though he hasn't been as active as usual.
Yeah, he's in deep thought over a chick, I think.
Yeah, well, sometimes they sideline us like that.
Girls will do that.
Yeah, she's a
Relationships
good
are
girl,
tough.
though.
Unfortunately, as men, we have to get sidelined a bunch of times before we find the right sideline, though.
Is that the one, the psychos or the...
Yeah, well, we
Both
don't
would
want
sideline
psychos.
No? You don't have stalkers, you two?
No.
With beards like
Yeah.
those,
Oh,
you don't have stalkers?
No.
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 You catch a lot of flies though.
And crumbs. I love when people are like I'm sitting down eating lunch and people are always like, "Oh, you got something?" I'm like, "I'm not
Saving
done
that for
eating
later.
yet."
Yeah.
You don't
Oh
have to
my
point out
God.
crumbs in my beard. If you still see me eating a sandwich, know that when I'm done, I'm gonna go check.
I like to do one of these.
Does the
Oh, all the
squirrel
time. I
climb
get the-
up your leg?
Just watch half a banana hit the ground. I'm
What
like,
what'd you say, Aunt Peg?
Well, if you got crumbs in your beard, then you must have squirrels crawling up your leg, and if you're in
originated from my
Brighton, you
colon.
got God knows what crawling up your leg to get at the crumbs.
We're in the city. We don't have God knows what.
All right, guys, I'm going to let you go.
Well, thanks for calling in, Auntie Peg.
Thank you, Auntie
Yeah,
Peg.
more people need to call in and watch the show. It's
You
really
need to
good,
tell
so I'm gonna
people that.
share it. Okay? Take
All right.
it easy, guys.
All
Thank
right,
you.
love you.
Love you too, hon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, that was my Auntie Peg. She's always great.
That's good.
Call in
always on
Hall
here.
of Fame. Call in Hall of Fame.
Oh, big time. Big time. The colon.
Just for that.
That's beautiful.
That was good. She got us
Oh,
good.
man.
I knew it. I was like, did she say colon?
I thought she said Colin.
So did I.
Thank you for catching that. You know?
Like, wait a minute.
Well, I mean, I probably would have been able to hear her if this guy wasn't screaming. I mean, and I've already established that I could over talk, but it's not worth it because then
Yeah.
it just feels like I'm yelling at everybody.
I feel like when I share this show again tomorrow, I'm going to talk about that. Like, watch the show and listen to us talk about some guy yell at trivia.
Sure, by all means. Because the trick is like, yes, I could always
Be a
blast
dick.
your microphones, but the problem is what the people
Are going
all
to.
you find people out there are
Right.
gonna be blowing out your laptop speakers.
Or if you're watching from your cell phone,
cell-
or
yeah. it's
No,
just
we don't
Yeah, we don't need that.
want to blow out your Samsung speakers.
No.
That sounds like trash.
Yeah, you got enough problems with your Samsung
You ever,
already.
you ever listen to a phone with a blown speaker? Dudes do it all the time on the train.
Oh, how about when you crash
Buy
your screen?
headphones, you prick.
Yep.
I don't want to hear that.
Oh, it's so obnoxious. When I was
No,
visiting
don't-
my sister-in-law in New York, some dude's walking down the street with the little Beats, but he had that thing on like full blast and like right to his face, listening to some like doom doo doo doom doo doo doom doo doo doom like okay.
All right.
But it's like I don't want to listen to that. I don't care about your music. I don't give a shit. Like, put your fucking headphones on, man.
and I am all right with all forms of music, but
Yeah, totally. But shut the fuck up.
yeah, like if you're on the train listening to music, all right, fine, whatever.
I mean,
but,
it's public space, I guess.
Yeah,
Whatever.
like, I
I'm just a
can't be-
fucking curmudgeon,
but
but
there should be a level of
respect for everybody else's
Yeah,
airs
like-
and your shitty music. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
I'm getting angry.
no, don't be sorry. Own it. Own it.
Anyways,
Own it. He
colons.
doesn't
That's
like
crazy.
it. Colons, full of shit. Auntie Peg.
Sean said he was going to call.
and a very apt description of both on this show.
It was
It's
good.
been a roller coaster.
good.
Love it.
What'd you say, Sean? Did you say Sean
He-
said he was
when-
going to call in?
Yeah, when he was talking to the Polos earlier, he said he's going to
He
try
did
to call
say
in.
that.
Go home to that.
I don't see him calling in.
Yeah. What time is it?
I couldn't tell you. Can you
we,
tell?
we got an 8:48
Oh, all right.
time, clocking in at 8:48.
Nice.
Weather is, somewhere between.
At the tone,
30.
New England telephone time will be
We are-
8:48 in 5 seconds.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to the Hawco Carnell Show. This is Weather on the Floors with Brian. We have
Brian and David Allen Boucher.
It ain't too bad out tonight, all right, guys? You can fire up the grill and maybe cook up a dog, all right? Come on.
You got a hibachi out on the deck? Get the thing going. We'll
Don't
go
do
up to
that.
the roof.
The wind ain't gonna blow it out or nothing.
Come on, what's the matter with you?
Oh,
It's a
man.
fugazi.
But, I don't think he's going to call in.
Yeah, he probably won't.
He's busy. He's wearing probably like white boxers, doing
He's
crazy
busy getting
handshakes
hazed
and
by a
shit.
bunch of 80-year-olds.
Probably getting pins pushed into his chest as we speak. I don't know the things they do
You ever
in
seen that
the
episode of Family Guy where Chris gets inducted into like
Skull and Bones.
yeah, and it happens to be Hubert. Hubert the I'm so sick of your shit, Pewter Schmidt. I'm so tired of you.
Oh my God, that's
Get
a
in the
great
closet.
episode.
That's what's happened to Sean right now.
So, with that being said,
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Preziosi. Thank you, Brett, for letting Mr. Buck Meow come and hang out with me tonight
Our 15
to fill
years.
in for my
man.
MIA, Carnell. And don't forget, people, Duncan, even if you can foster him, let's get
Yes.
him a home, people, all right? Tune in
Duncan.
next week. Same Hawk time, same Disrupt Boston channel. We love you.
And we know nothing, yeah. And Lord, we know nothing. See, everyone wanna be there for you until they're not there for you. Until they approach that line and their mind pollute conclusions of grandeur and fear assumes. No wonder we're